So let's start for the linear equation to solve with the cross multiplication method. How we can use the cross multiplication method to solve the simultaneous linear equation. So suppose, for example, you have been given with a question 2x minus 3y is equals to minus 5. Then x plus 2y is equals to 3. Suppose this is an equation been given to you. Now, one very important thing which you have to identify over here, an equation which can be given either in this form or it can be written in some other form also. Okay. So such as some other form means, suppose this equation is written to you, or it's been given to you as 2x minus 3y plus 5 is equals to 0, and x plus 2y minus 3 is equals to 0. So in either forms, either this one or the equation is in this form, you can solve the question by both the methods for both the equations. There will be no problem. If you are willing to change, if you want to change this kind of equation in this form, or if you are willing to change this kind of equation in this form, you are free to do that. There is no particular foundation over there. But there is a little bit of change in the formula which will come to be solved under these two equations. Okay. See, technically, if we see, technically when we are going for these two equations, both the equations are same. Either I say for this equation or I say for this equation. Both the equations are same. Just the difference is the way of writing. So again, as I'm saying, that these both the equations are same, just the way of writing is different. You can solve either in this form or you can solve either in this form. But even if you want to change the equation in either of the forms, either this one to this one or this one to this one, you are free to do that. Just a little bit of difference you have to come across along the formula. What is the formula? Let's understand and do that one. But before going for this one, we have to identify for A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So what they are? So over here when we are discussing, or over here when we are solving, so A1, A2 for this first column will be considered to for A. So with the variable X, whatever will be there, that will be considered as A1. So that is 2. Whatever over here, that will be considered to be as A2. So that is 1 over here. The second column will be considered for B. So here it is minus 3. Please be mindful that you have to write with the proper sign. As here it is minus 3, I will go for minus 3. Over here it is 2 plus 2, so there is no problem. Over here minus 5, and over here it is 3. So like this. Now, if I would had gone for this one, then on the basis of this, I may had placed for A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So you have to be mindful that which one you are choosing. Either you choose this one or you choose this one. And according to that, you write what is A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. You write it out because it will helpful for you to solve the equations. Now, after writing for this one, you go for the actual formula. X upon equals to y upon equals to 1 upon. Now, as I was telling that there was a difference in solving, in solving the question either with this method or this method. So if you are using this equation, understand, again I'm repeating, if you are using this equation, then this one will be in positive. But if you are using this form of equation, then everything will be same, but this one will be negative. Am I clear? Are you all getting this thing?
So why will it be negative?
It's the formula. It's the formula only. because we are establishing a particular equation, and when we are doing that, then we do use to observe that over here we have to bring it for the negative term, because our third value had been moved to the other end. When it had been moved to the other end, then we are considering it as the negative term or for the negative value. You all will come across some other equations also, you will come across some other formulas also in higher class, then you will come to know more about this kind of system. Okay, this right now it is the formula, you just keep it in mind that that has to be formula. But again, there is no foundation, there is no foundation that whether you have to use this equation or whether you have to use this equation. Whichever you are comfortable with, you can go for that one. Just keep it in mind that if you are using this second one, if you are using this second one, then the value will be in positive, this one will be in positive, and if you are using this first one, then this one will be negative. Okay, just that much you have to be mindful. Am I clear to each and everyone? All of you are understanding this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now we will go for the further formula. So further formula is B1 by B2, C1 by C2, A1 by A2, B1 by B2. Okay. So again, you have to write it like this: B1 by B2, C1 by C2, A1 by A2, B1 by B2. Now, as it says cross multiply, we will cross multiply this one with this one along this one. Then again, this one with this one, and this one with this one. Again, this one with this one, and this one with this one. You have to go it like this. Now, when you got for this one, now you have to make the equation. So what would be the equations? So x by, it is going to be B1 by C2 minus B2 by C1. You just see the pairs. See the pairs B1 C2, here B2 C1 written. Next one is going to be over here Y by. So that is going to be C1A2 minus C2A1. Again, just see the pairs, these two and these two. Okay. And then it will be further equals to minus 1. I'm taking minus 1 because I had chosen this equation. I was solving with this equation. So that's why. And my values which I had placed as for A, B, C. So that is also been taken with that equation. So over here it is A1, B2 minus A2, B1. Is it clear till here, everyone? Is it okay? All of you are getting this thing? Is there any doubt? If anyone is having any doubt, then you can ask. No? No one is having any problem? Then should I move ahead? So right now you just have to place the values. So x by B1. What was B1? That is minus 3. Into what is C2? That is 3. Minus B2. B2 is 2 into C1. C1 is minus 5. Okay. The next one is equals to y. So y by C1. C1 is what? Minus 5 into A2. A2 is 1 minus C2. C2 is 3 and A1. A1 is 2 equals to minus 1 by, okay, over here it is A1 is 2 and B2 is 2 again, minus A2 is 1 and B1 is minus 3. Now you need to solve it out separately. So over here it is going to be x by minus 9 plus 10 equals to y by minus 5 minus 6 equals to minus 1 by 4 plus 3. Now you have to solve it out further. So it is going to be x by 1 equals to y by minus 11 equals to minus 1 by 7. When you had got it out like this, then individually you go. X equals to minus 1 by 7. Just you break relation with this one. and then go for this one with this one. So it is y by minus 11 equals to minus 1 by 7. So therefore y is equals to minus 1 by 7 into minus 11. So that is going to be 11 by 7 answer. Is it clear? Yes, students. No one is replying anything. Have you
Sir,
understood?
can you represent x1, x by 1 from there?
From there, okay. So see, when you had got the value of this x, y, and 1, after getting for this one, individually you need to solve. Okay, individually you need to solve for each of the values. Just a minute. Again, I'm doing for this one. Here it was 4. Okay, after getting for this one, individually you find the value of x. You find the value of x, that is x by 1. You see for this y, that is y by minus 11. You go for this one, so that is minus 1 by 7. When you had got this, one, now you go for this x with one value. So it is x by 1 equals to minus 1 by 7. So therefore x is equals to what? If you will cross multiply, so that is minus 1 by 7. That is the first quantity. And the second quantity, that is y by minus 11. Minus 11, that is equals to minus 1 by 7. Now if you will solve for y, so then that is minus 1 by 7 into minus 11. So it is going to be as 11 by 7. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Understood, everyone? Are you all getting this thing? Or should I go for one more example? Will it be okay?
Yes, sir.
What?
So another example.
One more example. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Say as a question is given, minus x plus 3y plus 2 equals to 0. And 2x minus y is equals to minus 5. Suppose this is a question. Now, it depends on us. It depends on us that how we want to change this. I'm writing two different conditions. Whichever you all are comfortable with, you can go and solve with that method. Why I'm saying this thing? Because over here, both the equations are written in different way. And we have to make a particular uniform condition. So what we can write, we can make it as minus x plus 3y plus 2 equals to 0. I'm keeping the first equation as it is. And the second equation, 2x minus y plus 5 is equals to 0. I can go for this one, or I can go for like this also, minus x plus 3y equals to minus 2. So 2x minus y is equals to minus 5. So both the conditions are correct. Both the conditions are correct, and both the conditions can be utilized to solve our questions. So over here, in both the situation, I had made an uniform condition. Over here also you can see I had made an one uniformity. Over here also I had given one uniformity. Okay. Now with this uniformity, we will go for the actual solution. So previous one I had solved with this one. So right now I will solve with this particular one. Okay. So it is not necessary that you have to go for the other one. Whatever is comfortable for you, whatever you are feeling well, you can just use that one. So after getting for this one, first thing what you must need to do, according to my advice, you write a1. A1 is equals to minus 1. A2. A2 is 2. Then B1, B1 is 3. B2, that is -1. Then we have C1. C1 is 2 and C2 is 5. Now, after getting for this one, we will go for the formula. So, x upon B1 by B2 equals to y upon C1 by C2, A1 by A2 equals to 1 by, previously I had taken -1, but right now I'm taking as 1. So in this one, I will go it for as B1 by B2. Now further, I will go for the cross multiply this one with this one and this one with this one. Then over here, this one with this one and this one with this one and this one. So you need to remember the way how you are multiplying. If you remember the method, if you will understand this one easily, then it will be very easy for you to solve. There will be no problem for solving this one. So over here, you can go for x by B1 C2 minus B2 C1 equals to y by C1 A2 minus C2 A1 equals to 1 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. After we got for this one, we will go for the placing of values. So how can we place up the values? You all know about it. So if I will go for one x1, so I'm just doing for the x1 right now. So if I will just go for that one, then I can go for x by b1. B1 is what? That is 3. C2. C2 is what? C2 is 5 minus B2. B2 is -1. And C1. C1 is 2. So if you will solve for this one, so x by 15, then over here plus 2. So here if you are solving for this one, it is going to be x by 17. Similarly, you just place up the value for the y and then solve it out. Then place up for the 1 and then solve it out, and then at the end go for x with 1 and then y with 1, and then you will be able to get the value of x and y individually. Is it clear to each and everyone? Are you all getting this thing?
Yes, sir.
Now you all can go for this particular exercise. And as I had put in the recording also, because some of the students were late, Akshat came late, Prachi was also late, as well as Shreya was also late. So no problem. I had made the recording. I will give to you all. Okay. So in the meantime, if any doubt or any other problem is there, because other students are also there now. Earlier only Pranit was there. Yes, students, if anyone is having any doubt or any problem anywhere, you can ask for it. Is it so?
Sir, in number 9, exercise 5B.
Can you please send me the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And others also, please see if anyone is having any doubt or any problem anywhere, then you can please ask it. Okay. Which one?
Sir, number 9.
Number 9. Okay. So it has been done with the cross method only, no? Cross multiplication method. Okay. So let's see. Number 9. It is ax plus by equals to a minus b, and then bx minus ay equals to a plus b. Okay. Now in this one, first of all, you go for it as a1 is equals to a, a2 is b, then B1 is B and C1 is minus A. Then, sorry, B2, this would be B2. Okay, now C1 is A plus, so A minus B, and C2 is A plus B. Now after got for this one, we will go for x by equals to y by equals to minus 1, because my values are, for C values are to the other side of the x. That's why I will put minus 1. So over here, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, A1 by A2, and B1 by B2. B2. So x by B1 C2 minus B2 C1 equals to y by C1 A2 minus C2 A1 equals to minus 1 by A2, sorry, A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Okay, now we will solve it individually. So the first one is x by B1. B1 is what? B1 is B. And C2 is what? That is A plus B. Okay. Then minus B1. Sorry, B2. B2 is minus A. Minus A into C1. That is A minus B. Now see, as this one is little different, means we don't have any number, we have algebraical terms. I'm solving separately. So x by AB plus B square minus minus plus it is A square, then again minus minus plus, but it is minus AB. So this one and this one will cancel, and it is x by A square plus B square. Till here, is there any problem? Make it as equation 1. Till here, is there any problem? Anyone?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Then I'm going for the second one. The second one, that is y by. So y C1. What is C1? C1 is A minus B, and A2 is B, then minus C2 is A plus B, and C1 is A. So if I will solve for this one, then it is y by AB minus B square minus A square and minus AB. Now this one and this one got cancelled, so it is equals to y by minus A squared minus B squared. So make it as equation 2. Now let's move to the third one. So that is minus 1 by, so what we will get it over here? So A1 is what? A into B2. What is B2? B2 is minus A minus A2 is B and B1 is B. So if I will solve for this one, I'm going to get minus 1 by minus A square minus B square. See, if I will take minus as common, so it is A square plus B square, and minus 1 is there. So minus and minus will cancel. So make it as equation 3. Now we need to solve it out. First is x is for the x1. So we do have x by A square plus B square equals to 1 by A square plus B square. So therefore x equals to, if I will cross multiply, so it is A square plus B square by A square plus B square. So now if you are cancelling these two quantities, you will get 1. Got it? Have you understood?
Yes.
And
Yes.
similarly, if you will go for the second equation, means y by minus A minus B square equals to 1 by A square plus B square. Then for further solving this one, y is equals to, take out minus as common. So it is A square plus B square by a square plus b square. Now you just cancel these two quantities. You will cancel this one. You will get -1. So you get -1 over here. So -1 and 1. These are the two values of the x and y. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All of you had understood? Everyone? Because these kind of questions are very, very important. And one very important thing is that in the next class also you have to go for this chapter. In class 9th also this chapter is there. So you have to go for this one over there also. So please be mindful for that. Yes. Any other problem, anyone? Anyone do have any other problem? See, anywhere. As most of the time today we had done for the maths. So if there is any doubt in physics or in chemistry, then you can ask. Otherwise, we can continue our chapter. In last few days, we were not able to continue our chapters due to network issues. Let me see how it can be resolved. So yes, do anyone is having any question? Do anyone is having any problem anywhere? Yes or no? No one. Yes?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So then let's see. In the last class, we were discussing about physics. So should we continue a little bit in that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So is there any doubt or any problem till where we had discussed? In the last class, I was doing the discussion of the force, and there was a little bit of confusion because a new term is there, the moment of force. A moment of force is there, so it was a little bit tricky for you all. So once again, I'm explaining for that one. So even though I haven't explained the moment of force, I will come to the moment of force. But before that one, I have to go for one more thing, that is regarding for the units. You all were having confusion with the units, that how the units are there or what the units stands for over there, how these things are actually there. So see students, whenever we go for the SI units, whenever we are talking about the SI units, that is the standard unit of any of the quantity. I had said this thing earlier also. Once again, I'm mentioning this thing. So whenever we are going for any standard unit or any SI unit, it is actually the scientific unit which been recognized, which been accepted worldwide. So that's why that is called to be as a standard unit. And the smaller version of that one, or the sub multiple of this unit, is called to be as the CGS unit. Okay. So whenever we are going for the SI unit, we talk about a bigger value, such as for example when we were studying about force, when we are talking about force. So for force, we do have the SI unit as Newton, and for the same force, the CGS unit is Dyne. So it is actually a numeric value which we use to represent for a quantity. So when we are talking about Newton can be considered to be as Dyne, where we have a multiple value, where we have a value like this, where we say 1 Newton is equals to 10 to the power 5 Dyne. So a common question arises that how this is actually students by the smaller quantities, as you all had studied about milli, centi, deci, meter, deca, hecto, kilo. Like this, you all had gone for different units. So when you are actually converting some of the quantities from one to another, when you are going from a bigger value to a smaller value, then you used to express it in multiply form. Suppose, for example, if you have to convert any quantity, from meter to millimeter, what you will do? Suppose, for example, it is given 2 meter. So 2 meter had to be converted into millimeter. So what you will do over there, you will multiply 2 with 1000. So could I say like this thing, it is 2 into 10 to the power 3. So in the same way, you can mention this one as 1 meter equals to 1 meter equals to 10 to the power 3 millimeter. So like that only we used to came across with this unit, that 1 Newton of force is equals to 10 to the power 5 Dalton. So according to the CGS unit, when we come across for the CGS unit. And even though yet I haven't explained the moment of force, but there was a problem with its unit. I'm just explaining the unit once again, so that when we will discuss it in the chapter, it will be easy for you all. So actually moment of force we do use to experience in our day-to-day life, at different places, in different situations we do use to have it. I will explain it with the graphics, I will explain it with the definition. But just now, as there was some problem with the unit, that's why I'm just discussing that unit one over here. So when we talk about the moment of force, then we do have the formula: force into the perpendicular distance from the pivoted point. Perpendicular distance from the pivoted point. So over here, suppose there is a wooden plank. There is a wooden plank like this, and it had been pivoted from this point, and you are exerting a force at this particular point. Then the distance between this pivoted point to this point will be the perpendicular distance between the force and the point of turning effect. I will show you figures, I will show you with the videos, then I will explain it that how this phenomena used to work. But right now I'm just talking about the unit, because these are the new things for you all. It is a completely new thing for you all, and I can understand there would be a little bit of problem, but if you will understand it in a nice way, if you will understand it in a very easy way, then it will be not only easy for this class, but it will be also easy for you in class 10th. Because again in class 10th you have to go for moment of force, where you have to study a little detailed formation. Right now it is the basic thing which you had came across. Now, as I was talking about the units, so for the force we have the unit as Newton. And for the perpendicular distance, it is distance. So distance is given with meter. Hence, the moment of force, so or the moment of a force used to have the unit as Newton meter. Its unit is Newton meter. Now, students, I want to make one thing very much clear. In our next chapter, we are going to discuss about work done. In just next chapter, we will see work done. Over there also we will come across Newton meter, and that Newton meter will change into joule. Under work done, when we are considering with energy, under that situation, the product of Newton meter will be there and it will be converted to joule. But please be mindful for this thing, that under the moment of force, even though we do have the same unit, we also do have the same unit, but you will never, this will never be equals to joule. Please be mindful for this thing, that when you are solving for moment of force, then you will not represent for Newton meter as joule. You have to keep it in Newton meter only. Okay, that is a compulsory thing. That is a compulsory thing which you all have to follow, which you all have to do. So over here, when we are discussing its unit, when we are discussing about the unit over here, this is the SI unit. This is the SI unit. Now we have to go for the CGS unit also. So Newton's CGS unit is Dalton. So that is 10 to the power 5 Dalton. And meter, if we go for the CGS unit of meter, then that is centimeter. So 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. So it is equals to 10 to the power 2 centimeter. So if you are changing for this one, if you are changing for this one, it will be 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power 2 Dine centimeter. So when you are compiling this one, then you will come to have 10 to the power 7 Dine centimeter. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please be mindful for this one. Okay, it is very, very important. And when we discuss about force, there are lots of things which we have to understand when we talk about force. So force is not alone. Force is actually mass into acceleration. And over there, we do have another unit. For mass, we do have the unit as kg, and for acceleration, we do have the unit as meter per second square. So if we say for force, then that is 1 Newton. 1 Newton is equals to 1 kg meter per second square. That is also a value for the Newton. There are lots of things which we have to understand one by one. You have to be concentrate towards your study. If you will concentrate, if you will try to understand, it will be very, very easy for you to do that. But if you will not concentrate, if you will not pay attention, then there will be a big problem for you all. So I hope that whatever we had discussed today, you all had understood that. Is it? Yes or no?
So,
No or yes? Okay, yes. So
Yes,
then that, yes. Anyone wants to ask something? No? Okay. So as our class is going to end in few seconds, so today we will leave over here only, and I will let you know when we will have our next class, and with that one we can discuss it out. Okay, so we can move further also. So till that time, bye everyone. You all go for your exercises. You go for your chapters. Wherever you do have any problem, you please drop me a message. Okay, you please drop me a message. Okay. So thank you for now. Good night, everyone. Bye.